Hello, this is Donna Melcher with Stampin Up, and I have got a tip for you today. It has to do with our Stampin Blend markers. This is what they look like. They're a little bit more of a rectangle shape than a round shape like our Stampin' Right markers, which are water-based. These are alcohol-based, okay? They all come in a 2-pack, so there will be a lighter shade and a darker shade of all of our 2-packs. And you will find them if you have an annual catalog. You'll find those in the back where we have our color collections. So on these pages 137 to 139, you're going to find those blends listed in here. The line that you're going to look for is the second from the bottom. So they're called Stampin Blends Combo Pack. They're $11 for 2 of them. And if you're gentle with them, they will give you lots of great projects that you'll be able to create with them. So as you see, almost every single color now has a blend. I believe that they're getting more and more every year. And so if you are looking for some of those and you maybe didn't get them in the past, please check out your catalog or go onto my website and check that out and see which new blends there may be that you don't already have in your collection. So the tip I'm going to show you about them today has to do with the tips of our blends. If you've ever used these, you know that there's a smaller tip at the one end that is a little more sharp. It's going to be able to color into more of the little details of your projects, and you'll know that that's that side by seeing the little tiny white line there. If it's a thicker line like this one, then it's going to be a thicker tip. Okay, so see the thicker tip, and those tips look like this. This is what a tip looks like when it's new. Okay, you want to keep that tip as nice and sharp as you possibly can. So what you're going to do is when you color on your cardstock, you are going to lay your marker on its side as much as you can, because then you're protecting and preserving the tip of your marker. You are not going to be going like this straight down, because you're going to be smashing that soft felt marker, and the juicy one too, because it's got this alcohol in there. Okay, so that's a tip right there. And I'm going to show you one other thing. This is a marker that I've used at classes many times, and you're going to see the evidence of that. Okay, so with time, if you're not gentle with it, it can get smashed. I don't believe this one got smashed just by someone using it improperly. What I think happened with this one is I think someone put the cap on wrong. So I'm going to show you how that's done. There's one of 2 ways. It's not rocket science. I don't know how well you can see the inside of the cap, but the inside of our cap, maybe this one will show better with the light. Yeah, it does, I think. So inside there's a smooth little guide, like it goes down in there deep and small in the center, and the outside has a little guide so that this will stay tight and it'll keep less moisture or less air from going in there and drying out your pen. So what I think happens sometimes, see all the ink inside of there? Can you see that? People just sometimes don't think that they have to go gently and guide your tip into that smaller part. Does that make sense? So you're getting your tip banging against the side, therefore it's damaging the tip. So if you know about this, you're going to be preserving your pens and you'll get many more years of use out of them. So how you can make sure you put them on correctly is one of 2 things. Lay them on your tabletop and bring them in like this and just guide it in there, because then you're not tipping it by accident. So you could, you know what I mean, going like this and tipping it and then having it hit the sides. So it's going right in where it needs to be. I'm popping it in. Another way is to just make sure you're conscious of it. Just gently putting it down in there slowly so that it's going in the right tip. Okay, so that's a couple of good tips for you to use your Stampin' Blends and get the best long life out of them. So I love them. I think they're amazing alcohol blends. So purchase some of your own and try that up and preserve them the best you can. Okay, there's my website if you want some. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.